Hi, Wendy.
Hey Amanda, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Hanging in there.
Yeah,
Quarantine, right?
I know. Welcome everyone to Coffee Talk Moms. You've seen us interview other people in the community, and many of you have asked who we are, Wendy and Amanda, and why we partnered to start Coffee Talk Moms. So just a little background, as moms in the community, we had met a couple times over the years and would say hi. We went to an event together, and I never would have imagined us partnering for a vlog. And originally this was going to be a live meeting with other people and our guests, but the quarantine happened right as we started it. So within a couple of days, we had to change our whole concept around and do these Zoom meetings, but it's worked so far. So we're going to get into questions, just some fun questions. I'm going to start with Wendy. Um, Wendy, we would like to know, what are some of the events in your life that has made you who you are?
Oh wow. Several, but one I would say that has definitely been the most impactful in my life was a mission trip that I took in 2011. It just changed my perspective about so many things personally and spiritually. Personally, it just helped me to have more gratitude for the small things, and to give more to others. The spiritual experience was just on another level with God overall. It was just more. It was just I was in awe with the entire trip. So that would say the mission trip to Costa Rica was probably the most impactful in my life.
That's awesome. I love Costa Rica. And on that note, I would say that traveling has been the most impactful for me as well. When I was in my 20s, I was a wandering nomad. I've been to over 55 countries. You could say I was kind of addicted to traveling. I was mostly backpacking and, staying like in small budget little hotels or hostels. But really seeing the world, seeing different cultures, seeing different people, really just showed me that we're all the same on the inside. It was incredible to think that at the exact same moment, someone could be living so far away and living their life. And so that, I thought that was really incredible.
Yeah. What can you not get right no matter how many times you try, Amanda?
I have tried to be an organized person, since having kids, and I've hired professionals. I've tried to do the schedule thing. I just can't. I don't know. I can't get it right. I'm a wing it person. I'm a fly by the seat of your pants kind of gal. So I'd say getting organized. What
And
about you?
it works, right? So
It works for me. I mean, I'm sure like things, fall by the wayside, and I'm like, oh yeah, if I would have planned that better, but it's been working so far.
yeah. I would say for me is patience. That is just, that is one of the hardest things. And then with kids now, just being patient with them and just being patient, in general. So I would say I'm realizing that, it doesn't happen overnight, but in due season, I'll be this patient person.
You're very driven as well. So I can see how you just like focus on something and you probably just want it and nothing's going to stop you.
Yeah, because I'm not a type A, but I'm a type A personality slash, it just depends on what the issue is
Right.
that requires me to be so focused, so tunnel vision for it.
Yeah.
And I guess that does impact my patience
Right.
about it. So yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So tell us 3 interesting facts about yourself.
Oh, 3 interesting facts. Nothing really interesting about me. I mean, there's not much that's different than me than anyone else. I would say, I always kind of say both of my kids are 2 years apart. Their birthday's on the exact same day, St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. I love to cook from scratch. It's literally therapy for me. Cooking, baking, anything where I have friends over, family over. I'm tired as a dog after it, but it just makes me feel so good doing it.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is, you probably don't believe this, but I literally dropped out of college.
You,
I dropped
I
out of
can,
college. I was at Texas Women. I think went to 3 or 4 different colleges. I just couldn't make up my mind. I just wasn't the college girl. The facts were boring me to death. And later, who'd imagine I'd be helping kids get to college, right? But statistics shows that most CEOs are dry, dead bored of facts. They're the outside
right.
box kind of thinkers. So at that time, I didn't know. I didn't have those statistics. I didn't know that. But I was at Texas Women in Denton. The board, I quit because I got a full-time job, and my dad was livid. He was devastated. And he was just, hey, can you just get a degree in cutting scissors or something? Just finish. So I kept my promise, and today's history. But what about you?
That is so, I can't imagine that. Let's see. Okay, so one interesting thing about me is that I'll eat anything. I would be perfect to be on one of those shows where you have to eat spiders or crispy bugs, or I just for some reason have no fear. So that's something funny. I'll try anything. Growing up, this is kind of embarrassing. I tried to be a child actor. I thought it sounded like a good idea because I was in LA, but I was so shy. I did one show. I was on Dallas and I was roller skating. And then that was it. And I just decided it wasn't for me.
Oh, wow.
And another random fact is that I've moved probably like around 15 times in the last 15 years. So basically, every year.
So when you move the 15 times, are you the kind of person where everything has to be out the box, like immediately?
Kind of, but it's just been so daunting. And I've moved to a couple different states, but it's just, I don't want to do it again. So I'm hoping I stay in this place. But I'm renting, so we'll see. But the good thing about moving though is you purge a lot of garbage and stuff that you don't need.
And then you don't buy because you kind of don't feel settled. So you don't
you
don't buy the nice furniture.
Exactly.
Stuff because you're like, oh, I'm just going to be here for a short period of time.
Yeah. And the kids are like ripping it up anyway. So, Okay. If you could have one ability in the entire world, what would it be?
Does it have to be just one? Because I really want two.
Okay. What would the two be?
Oh, I told this to my hairstylist yesterday. The one ability that I would say that I would love to have, love to have, is to be a professional singer. I love music. And if I could blow a note, that would be it. My favorite singer of all time is Whitney Houston. Like hands down. There are others, but Whitney Houston to me just brings me joy. Her voice, it's indescribable. And I would say the other thing, if I can do hair. Like hair, if I can do hair and really where every day my hair looked like I came out of a salon, I'm so happy. But the one gift though absolutely would be to be a professional singer. Yeah. What about you?
I have two as well. Well, I have probably more than that, but we would make another great team because mine is to be a professional dancer, like hip hop, salsa, everything. I would just be able to music come on and you're like break dancing and then my other is to be a black belt at jiu-jitsu or some sort of martial arts.
That's fun. You're talking about good workout, core workout, and discipline.
Yes. Yeah, both of them are.
I love that. So what personality traits do you value most? Which do you dislike the most?
About myself, I'd say the personality trait that I'm most proud of, I guess, is that I'm very loyal. Once you're my friend forever. I've had friends who have known since I was a baby, and we still keep in touch. So I like that about myself. The trait that I don't love is kind of like, I guess, the laziness of like not wanting to get organized, and like I don't love cleaning up.
I don't either.
I wish I was like an OCD person that like loves cleaning, but I'm not.
No, my family get on me all the time because my mom is like a clean freak, and I'm clean, but I'm not going to clean the kitchen up like every 5 minutes.
Right.
That's a lot of work, a lot of effort. I'm going to do it when I get some time to do it, but it'll get done. Right. So let me ask you this: when you say, your friends, your loyalty with your friends are like that, like how many friends do you have? Because they say when you're younger you have a bunch of friends, and then when you get older, 4 quarters is what they say. The saying is that you only need 4 good quarters.
Yes. Yeah, I have a few truly best friends, but I have so many. I've also lived in so many places that I have so many people that I care about, and I'm sure it could be maybe I don't keep in touch with them as much as I could or should, but I just I've got a lot of friends all over and a couple of best friends.
Yeah. Oh. So I would say one of my personality traits, that I value a lot is tunnel vision. I'm a very tunnel vision person. I'm a problem solver too. So that just ignites the tunnel vision. When I see a problem that needs to be resolved, I don't stop until it's resolved. It's just like, it's going to get done. And I don't stop until it's reached. To the fact, sometimes it impacts my health, neglect for my family, self-care, I forget to eat, work out, and it just impacts me, my health overall. So there's some good things about type A personality.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing, I would say, that I dislike about it. It helps me stay focused and get stuff done.
Right.
It goes, and don't let it go into overdrive, because then it's really different.
Right. I could see that. It's all about balance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a fun one for you. I think this is the last one. What was your worst job?
Oh my gosh. What was my worst job? It was working at the Houston Zoo. I graduated from Lamar High School, and I was on co-op. So work was what they call it, work comp, something where you go, where you go to school, where you go half a day and then you work half a day. I was at the Houston Zoo, and literally for one day, when I got to that place, it was hot. It was muggy. It was before the zoo got all fancy what it is now. But I literally knew, I'll just say this, I knew what I didn't want to do when I got there. So that's the worst job I've ever had. It was this little 4x4 with 3 people in it, this window AC unit, and I had these roll-up shorts. Like, no.
Oh my God, like a safari girl.
Yes, like the safari girl. So again,
I play so cute.
I knew what I didn't want to do from going one job.
That is so funny.
And would think later that I would drop out of school, right?
Yeah. Mine was, it's funny. Yeah. Mine was, I learned right away what I didn't want to do as well. I was, living in San Francisco, and I joined this catering company. And, I thought it would be fun. I'd done some cocktail waitressing and bartending, and I thought, okay, go around, you get to go and sail around the San Francisco Bay. But I didn't realize the dress code was like this tuxedo. And I got on the first ship or whatever, and I'm walking around, and I'm like, how am I going to balance this tray? I'm in a tuxedo. I started to get seasick, and I was like, this is not for me. Like, I can be on a lounge chair or, enjoying but to try to balance all that. And yeah, I ended up not even last. I told him I was seasick, and I went home. I was like, oh, check that off my list. Maybe
because you just didn't envision being on a boat serving people. When you're on a boat, you sit down. Right. So I guess that's
you're not relaxing. It wasn't how I imagined.
It didn't add up. So he's like, this is not what I'm
doing. That's true.
Okay, well, those are some few good points about us. Anything you want to know? Let us know.
Let us know. Ask us some embarrassing questions, funny questions, whatever comes to mind. We're happy to answer anything, really.
Yeah, we'll be an open book, right?
Yeah. Well, thanks, Wendy. Thanks, everyone, for listening to Coffee Talk Moms. Go to coffeetalkmoms.com for a collection of our upcoming videos and hot topics. Bye for now.